Welcome to a series called The End of Times, where we're going through the book of Revelation verse by verse to see what it is we can expect to happen in the end times. And as we've gone through this book, we've done over 200 episodes, and we've hit that place where heaven and earth have been decreated, and we see the new heaven and the new earth and the new Jerusalem. And then we've hit that place where we described what it looks like from the outside, but we finally get to take a look at the inside. And as we hit that place, I just felt called by God to film outside by the water, and I just happened to be at the ocean here with my mom, getting away a bit. So I decided I'm going to finish this series out here in this dune. It's really exciting. If you made it this far, good job. And I want to remind you, one of the first episodes talks about the blessing that you receive by taking the time to understand this important prophecy. So we're going to pick it up where we left off. We just talked about those pearly gates. Let's take a look at the inside. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Each individual gate was of one pearl. And the streets of the city was pure gold, like transparent glass. Now, we're going to take a moment and talk about the streets of gold. Because ever since you've been a kid, you've heard about the streets of gold. And you've heard about those pearly gates. But to understand what this is much deeper than, oh, well, we love gold, so he made it out of gold. Now, I want to start by saying it's not just gold, it's perfect gold. That's like transparent glass. There's zero flaws anywhere in it at all. That's what gives gold its shininess, is the more you chip it up and the more you put dings in it or dents, the less shiny it gets. But when it's perfect, it's like transparent glass. But it has a much deeper meaning than that. So we're going to kind of go to the Old Testament. We're going to go to Ezekiel and Zechariah during this one. So we'll start with Ezekiel 7, starting verse 19. They will throw their silver into the streets, and their gold will be like refuse. Their silver and their gold will not be able to deliver them. In the day of the wrath of the Lord, they will not satisfy their souls, nor fill their stomachs, because it became their stumbling block of iniquity. Gold is a stumbling block of iniquity. I mean, it's something that many people have murdered people over, have robbed, stolen. All sorts of things take place over gold. And what God's saying here, there is no amount of that's going to get you in. There is no amount of that gold. It is like refuse on the streets. Compared to these golden streets of transparent glass, your gold and your silver is worthless in this place. Well, why is that? Well, let's go back to Revelation 21:27. But there shall by no means enter it anything that defiles or causes an abomination or a lie, but only those who are written in the Lamb's book of life. It's about being perfect. And the only way to do that is through the blood of Jesus Christ, by being redeemed of your past, present, and future sins. That way you could boldly enter into the holy presence of a holy God. If you told one single lie in your life and you are not washed by the blood of Jesus Christ, well, you can't go in. You cannot go in. That's an abomination, and no abomination is going in, because look at the streets. They're perfect. The things that we say we would give up the world for, this gold, this thing, we would give up the world for it. Most people would trade their lives for just a little of that gold. It's worthless because the perfect gold is already on the streets. And there's no amount of gold and silver. It's refuse to God. You just throw it in the streets. It's garbage. That's what that is to him. Zechariah 9:3 is a prophecy against Tyre. It's a demonic prophecy against demons and the devil. And it says in 9:3, for Tyre built herself a tower, heaped up silver like the dust and gold like the mire of the streets. Behold, the Lord will cast her down. He will destroy her power in the sea, and she will be devoured by fire. This is who God is when it comes to gold. This is what it means. Your gold, it means nothing to him. It is mire. Refuse is what it is to him. And there's no amount of it that's getting you in there. And the only way you're getting in is by being written in the Lamb's book of life. It's the only way. No abomination is going in, and I have all sorts of abominations. I can't carry that in with me, and you can't carry yours in with you either. It's the only way. I mean, nothing you can do or say or buy your way into heaven. This is it. It's the only way. The 12 gates were 12 pearls. Each individual gate was one pearl, and the streets of the city was pure gold like transparent glass. It's going to be beautiful to see that. Just beautiful. Just imagine that just solid pearl of a gate, and it opens, and you're allowed to go in. And the first thing you see is that transparent glass gold, man. Just so beautiful. Couldn't even imagine what that looks like. Take the most polished gold in the world, and there's still going to be lots of flaws in it. This is flawless, like transparent glass. It's incredible. So there you go. Well, streets of gold. Nobody's getting in without the blood of Jesus Christ. It's the only way in. Any thoughts or insight, definitely put that below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel with Patreon. That link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests, so please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guts.